What's going on, Wolfpack? Time again for another wolfofbricks.com update. I am Jim, and this is where we talk about Lego investing and reselling. So today's topic is buying in bulk, and there was a person, I tried to look for the question or comment where they said, hey, can you do a video on bulk buying? I couldn't find it. There's just a ton of comments and questions due to the giveaway. So if the person that wrote that question and sees this video, feel free to drop another comment in the comment section. I would like to personally thank you for this idea. So bulk buying is tricky, right? Because very rarely do all the stars align. It's kind of like whenever you're looking for somebody to spend the rest of your life with. You know, you'd like them to have a good job, maybe be good with children, and maybe to not be digging in your purse all the time looking for car keys that you just can't find. So typically there's one of those boxes that you're just not going to be able to check off. So I'm going to go ahead through the process right now and give you an example on some sets if you wanted to do some bulk buying right after this video. So I'm going to go ahead and just share with you the things that I do whenever I'm trying to prospect and attempt to do some bulk buying. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click shop. I'm then going to go ahead and click offer and sale, right? Now there looks like there's a couple offers. You could purchase some sets with double VIP points for this video. That doesn't interest me. Then we're going to go to sale, right? And when we go to sale, you know, we're just going to go ahead and see if there's anything that interests us, right? You have a stadium that's 40% off. You have some other sets that are 40% off. Then you have some sets that are 20% off. And here's the thing. When you go all the way down to the bottom and you see the next page of sets, this set right here, the Hogwarts Student Accessory Set, this kind of interests me, right? Because there's 4 minifigs. The price on that is $11.99. So far, so good, right? Now, when you click on it, it says limit 50. Now, here's the thing. And of course, a lot of things have changed since COVID, right? There were times towards the end of the year where there would be architecture sets. Like, I remember the Seattle Space Needle was like 40% off. And I'm not joking. I think the max quantity was 100. So you could have easily have, you know, purchased yourself a Seattle Space Needle, and I think they're going for over $100, and retail was $20. So that's a pretty good deal, right? And when you go to Amazon, you can see that there's somebody selling a minifig, just a minifig polybag. There's a couple other bricks for $13.35, right? So this might be a potential winner. It's something I'm kind of interested in, but I'm definitely going to pass on just because I have other things that I'm trying to fill up my inventory with. And this is something that you could easily order twice with a different email address, different credit card, different you know, address. I used to have, whenever I would purchase stuff on Lego Shop at Home, I'd have one box going to my home address and I'd have another box going to either a nearby relative's house or my work address, right? So you could easily go ahead and do 100 units right here. And I'm trying to go ahead for the purpose of this video when it comes to bulk buying sets that are around 100 units, right? You could attempt to go ahead and purchase 200 and 300 units if you wanted to, but you know, I think 100 units will kind of get you where you want to go, or at least point you in that direction. So this right here is Zavi, right? And whenever this Hedwig set came out, it really was kind of hard to find because it was a Barnes & Noble exclusive. And then after maybe 5 or 6 months, you could have got this Hedwig set on Zavi with pretty much an unlimited quantity. You could have easily have got 50 or 100 units, no problem. Now, there is a trade-off. Many times, there's a trade-off between getting an unlimited amount of sets to fulfill your inventory needs, but you have to pay full price. And then there's the, you know, I'm able to get 20 sets at a 20% discount, right? So you really have to do some consideration to see which trade-off is best for you. But you could have easily have got hundreds of these Harry Potter Hedwig sets on Zavi. Now this right here is the shopping cart of Zavi, Lego Harry Potter Hogwarts Potion Mistake Castle set. You could get 100 of these easily, but it is not discount. Not only is this not discount, I think it might be $5 above regular retail price, but there are plenty of examples on Zavi. You just need to go there where you could fill up your shopping cart with 100. And it is at recommended retail price. I have seen times in the past where you could have an unlimited shopping cart on Zavvi and have a discount, but it's been a while. Doesn't mean that won't happen towards the end of the year. But again, another example using an online merchant. So if you're saying to yourself that you like these videos and you're potentially wanting to go deeper into the Lego reselling and investing business, consider joining our Patreon. We have our monthly group chat coming up this Thursday at 9 o'clock. There's multiple exclusive YouTube videos that you just can't get anywhere else. We have an Excel tool to help you better manage your inventory. And speaking of inventory, I've recently uploaded what my current inventory is. The link is in the description below. So I did neglect to mention at the beginning of the video, one way to get around these examples that I'm showing all of you is to build a relationship with a big box retailer. I've talked about Barnes & Noble plenty of times in the past. I think I just put a video out where I talked about my purchases with Barnes & Noble. But there are other avenues out there to get sets that you want at a good, decent price with the quantity that you want also. So now we're on Amazon. Well, Jim, how can you do bulk buying on Amazon? Well, let me tell you. Now, this doesn't work all the time. It just doesn't. But 1 or 2 times out of 10, every time I order from Amazon, I am able to get away from this. And if you have a network of trusted resellers that know what they're doing, if for some reason you're just not paying attention that week, you may have a reseller buddy that'll text you and be like, hey, you need to hop on Amazon and do this real quick. So this right here is the Lego Star Wars AT-ST Raider. Now I'm using this set specifically because this is a set I was able to order hundreds of. Whether that was a good idea or not at the time, the jury is still out on that. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to order on Amazon. And it says right here, you've ordered this 3 times, February 28th, 2021. So what you do is you go all the way down and you hit your max quantity, right? Max quantity is 3. And then you're going to click add to cart, right? Then you're going to go to actually going to your cart. Now this is where things get tricky, right? And I tried to do it earlier with the Halloween Owl. If you go down to quantity right here, and you do +10, and you click 999, and then click update. This time it only allows you to buy 3. It's going to say, hey, Knucklehead, we told you quantity was 3 earlier. We're telling you again now. But again, if you do this every 10 times, usually once or twice, it'll allow you to buy a lot more than 3 or 29. I think I bought 100 in one purchase, and then a few hours later, I went ahead and I purchased 100 in a different purchase, right? And now those sets are just collecting dust, waiting to retire. I still think that AT-ST Raider looks a heck of a lot better than the recent one right here. But anyway, going to the Ninjago Dragon, I'm using this as an example because, again, I was able to order, I think maybe 50 or 70 at one time. I think they had around 265, but I didn't have the cash or the credit to go ahead and do that. But we're gonna try it right here. And this is interesting right here. This set is cranking out sometimes over 700 a month. And I'm going to see what the quantity is. So quantity looks like 10. I'm going to click add to cart. And we're going to see if it'll let me get away with it. Okay, so it didn't let me get away with it. Quantity is 20. But again, unless you have a solid relationship with a big box retail chain employee, I mean, you're going to have to kind of do it this way. At the same time, I have an Amazon account. There's another person in my house that has an Amazon account. I have a close relative nearby that has an Amazon account. So if I wanted to purchase 60 of these, I could relatively easy. So that's always an option as well. Now let's go to Walmart. Now here's the thing. What I'm about to say is going to turn off a lot of people. But if you want results at the end of Q4, sometimes you have to do a little bit of grinding, right? So I'm going to pick this set right here. I actually love this Iron Man figure set. At first I didn't like it, and then I saw it in person. And I was like, wow, this set is bad to the bone, right? So it's on discount, right? When we go to add to cart, it says max 2, right? But here's the thing, and I'm not going to walk you through the process because I'm sure a lot of people has either done it or they've heard people that do it. If this was the Star Wars TIE Fighter pilot helmet, would you be sitting at your computer buying 2 at a time for an hour? I know I would, right? And this is a solid set that is on discount. Now, I have been suspended from Walmart in the past But it's been years, and I know plenty of other people that do the same grinding thing that I do when it comes to Walmart. So you could potentially have 100 of this set come to your front door in the next couple of days if you were to do it like that. Again, it is a little bit time consuming, but at the end of the Q4, I guarantee you, you will be patting yourself on the back. Now let's go to Target. Well, Jim, I thought Target hates resellers. Well, they kind of do, right? Now, this method will not get you the 100 units that you may be fortunately able to get at the other online retailers that I just mentioned. But here's the deal. I've heard people get banned from Target, and I'm currently banned from Target because I just went kamikaze one year and I bought a ton of Mickey birthday trains, and I don't regret it at all. But I haven't heard anybody that has been permanently banned from Target because they're hitting the max quantity on Lego sets, and then they're going to pick it up in their parking lot and they'll have a Target employee come out. Same thing with Lego Shop at Home. I know my store here in Kentucky does not have curbside pickup, but I know other Lego stores that do have curbside pickup. That Baltimore area where there's like 4 or 5 Lego stores within an hour or 90 minutes of each other, I know people that they just go ahead and they hit max quantity, and they do that for every single Lego store in that 90-minute radius, right? So that might be another method that you want to investigate. And finally, let's talk about brick set, right? I have right here a 501st Battle Pack. This guy in Hong Kong right here has 1,500 units. And let me tell you, folks, do not discount BrickLink merchants just because they're from China or they're in a different country. I know plenty of resellers that have prospected with other BrickLink merchants in other countries, and they've done pretty well for themselves. Whenever you're going through the retirement list in December and January, and you're seeing all the online stores in the US or whatever your country you're watching this from, and that inventory is dried up, you'd be surprised what you could get on BrickLink. And those people are very friendly. Now, of course, you have to do your due diligence. You got to look at their feedback and all that other stuff. But again, I know many people that have benefited from ordering from BrickLink and merchants in other countries. That's it, my friends. Hope you enjoyed the video. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Once again, I'm Jim with wolfofbricks.com. Always go out there and get it.